The beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene of guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and they fake the handoff. Now Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A bad start.
This pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
On play action, it's Murray. Into the hands of Beckham. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Is down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Kenny Moore brought him back.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson, he's going to keep it. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it will be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Now it's Murray. Left side, it's Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Murray off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone?
Down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Amari Cooper. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
To number 86.
A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to run it with Barkley. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
T.Y. Hilton on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
6.
Play fake. Murray. He's got Jack Doyle. 7 yards, the pickup there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Taken down.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? It made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's that good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
They'll run with Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings
Derrick Henry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down at the
watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
From 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team. You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Off-play action. Murray. Crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Taylor. That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 66 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Saquon Barkley. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit.
Didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Colts 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's got Burton here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sin, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off-play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Thomas, the intended target. 3rd down here.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run once more, and it will move the chains.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he stopped immediately there.
Taylor, the ball.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some target.
And this is going to be intercepted. Well, it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
For one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
This time Wilson will throw. He can run for it, and he will. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
To Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10 now from the 27. to throw again. Murray. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up big...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. They're going to try and run. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
28, Colts 16. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's the right side here, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Operating from the gun, Wilson flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
First down carry for Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
31.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Murray now on 1st down. So left side, it's complete. The 20, 10, for touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up from the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 38, Colts 23.
Is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. from the gun. Murray eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jaguars, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati